Hello friends and welcome back. Today, join me for a magical and inspired week while I celebrate the news of a sequel to Practical Magic coming out next September. I'll be thrifting for outfits inspired by the characters and creating a lookbook with the items I find. I'll also be handwriting a letter to a friend, creating a body scrub, and eating chocolate for breakfast, of course. I also am going to be sharing a spell with you that was passed down to me from my very own witch aunt. So thank you for joining me. Hello, welcome to my bedroom. This week I decided I'm going to have a practical magic inspired week. I have actually very strong core memory from when I was a child, the first time I ever watched this movie. It was in the summer. I was living with my mom and my aunt was living with us at the time. And I watched it in her bedroom. I remember that I sat on the tile floor and it was like Texas heat, so it was hot, and I sat on, like, there was one spot on the floor that had cold tiles, like where you could tell it was like colder than the rest of the floor for some reason. So I literally sat on this very specific spot on the floor and watched this movie for the first time when I was like 13. And for some reason that memory has always stuck with me. I think also in part because the next morning after watching that with her, she gave me this book, Witch Child by Celia Rees. And yeah, and it was something that she wanted me to have, that she was holding on to for a while, and she wrote me a little inscription, wrote me a spell in there. Yeah, and there's some dried rose petals and things. So she gave me this the very next day after watching it. So I feel like I kind of tie these things together. So this week I'm gonna be doing a few practical magic inspired things. So yeah, just a couple of things. Oh, I'm obviously gonna be watching the movie, listening to the music all week, you know, obviously. Okay, I also can't forget to mention that this movie has a Joni Mitchell song, and not just any song. It has Case of You from the Blue album. So I guess I've been a fan of Joni since I was 13 years old. Wow, my first exposure. So yeah, I had to do it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing this week, and I hope you come along with me.
She's been traveling the sidewalks for hours. is not necessarily a virtue. It rather denotes a lack of courage. Well, it's what I want.
All right, welcome to my outfit reveal. I had a lot of fun putting this together, and I hope you enjoy it. The first outfit I have, I'm wearing a lilac-colored slip that I found at the thrift store. I also put this long sweater over it that I found as well. It's giving Jillian in the morning. And then I have this other little slip dress. Well, I guess I wouldn't call it a slip, but another little tiny dress that reminded me of the olive green dress that she wears. And then for an outfit inspired by the aunts, the first one I have here reminds me a lot of Jet's outfits. I feel like she wears a lot of like cream colors, and her and Frances both like to wear embroidered pieces with texture, but also they are both monochromatic ladies from what I gathered. So the first outfit is neutral cream tan colors, and I'm wearing a hat, of course. And then for the second outfit, this one is inspired a bit more by Frances because I noticed she wears a little bit darker of the colors, and luckily I already had both the shirt and the skirt, so I just needed this stole that I got, and I thought the stole worked out perfect and really pulled the outfit together. I also wore my hair into, I don't know what you want to call that, half up, half down, but I noticed they do that in the movie as well. And then moving on from there, we have a couple outfits that are similar, where I'm just wearing a different tank top and a different long skirt, because these are long skirt girlies. So that's something that you'll see. There's two different ones that each have a black top and a floral bottom. Just simple, basic, but it's definitely on theme. There's also the iconic Sally running in her shorts and cute little t-shirt moment, and with her rain boots on. So of course, had to do that. So I had something similar here, as well as the simple jean and white shirt kitchen look. And then of course a classic little dress and a cardigan with embroidered detail, because Sally likes a little detail too. We also have a little sheer skirt and black top, and it's a shorter skirt because I was going for that beachy kind of look. So that was inspired by that. And then I also have Gillian's just monochromatic all black outfit, where she's wearing the black jeans with the black shirt and she's smoking a cig, putting on some lotion. So I had to, of course, do a little recreation. It wouldn't be me without it. And then finally, I have this last outfit that I wore out at the mall. Something about it just really screamed practical magic to me. I think it was the combination of the velvety textured long skirt with the fun buckles that kind of gave that Jimmy Angela kind of vibe. Oh, and the tiger's eye necklace, can't forget that.
She was just kidding.
We love a good baneful magical casting. Who doesn't love that? Sometimes it's just deserved. Am I right?
I am mute, toe of frog, will of bat, tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blind worm's sting. Barbados lime is just the Frigate soft like a sailor's snubble. Flip the switch and let the cauldron bubble. How convenient!
Alright, so I'm going to share the little passage that my aunt left in that book, this book right here. I didn't know if I was going to originally, but I don't really see the harm in it, and we are making a practical magic video, so why not share a little spell, you know what I mean? Um, let's see here. It's called Witch Chant. Darksome night and shining moon, hearken to the witch's rune. East then south, west then north, hear, come, I call thee forth. By all the powers of land and sea, be obedient unto me. Wand and pentacle and sword, hearken ye unto my word. Cords and censer, scourge and knife, waken all ye into life. Power of the witch's blade, come ye as the charge made. Queen of heaven, queen of hell, send your aid unto the spell. Horned hunter of the night, work my will by magic right. By all powers of land and sea, as I do say, so mote it be. By all the might of moon and sun, as I do will, it shall be done. And it was written by Lady Sheba in 2002. And my aunt gave me this book back in 2008, and she wrote a little inscription in here for me, along with rose petals that she dried, and she anointed it with, it smells like patchouli. It's very faint now, but that smell is it like unlocks a memory in me from when I was a kid when she first gave this to me. So I've probably smelled this like a million times over the years, but yeah, just wanted to share that. It's just a little witch chant. Well, it says W/chant, but I'm assuming that means witch. I'm not really sure. W chant. I always thought it was kind of cool. And I don't know why she kept it for years until she eventually gave it to me, tucking it along into this book years later. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to share that, considering the theme. Do with it what you will. I just made a cup of coffee. I made a rose latte, and I saved the grounds because, you know, in practical magic, I would say Sally is the most crafty, you know. The aunts do their own little love magic thing, but Sally is the one that actually like takes ingredients, like natural ingredients, and creates, you know, products with them.
We were going to open up a botanical shop where Mike would get all the ingredients and I would make the stuff. I really love my mint oatmeal shaving cream. I couldn't stop eating it.
I'm gonna take those coffee grounds and I think I want to make a scrub, like a nice body scrub type of thing. And I've heard that coffee, the caffeine in it, is good for your skin. I've heard rumors that it's good for cellulite. I don't know if that's true. Really, I don't know if anything gets rid of cellulite, like technically. I think it's just there. But you know, a girl can hope. So I think I'm gonna do that. So come along with me if you want to see that. All right, so here we have the coffee grounds. And all I'm going to be using is olive oil. So we're just going to eyeball it. Just pour a little in there. And just mix that up. Not only will this be exfoliating and get rid of all those dead skin cells, it's also going to be extremely moisturizing. Okay, so we have like a paste here. And I think that's the consistency we're going to go for. real simple recipe. I'm surprised I don't do stuff like this more often, considering we go through coffee so often, you know? And it's so easy to make. I mean, really, 2 ingredients. All right. So we have our scrub. I think it's time to go try it. Alright, well, that scrub worked very nicely. I feel very moisturized and rejuvenated. I was just gonna say I could really use a cup of tea. Fancy that. It's even my favorite kind. Interesting. A yard to garden in like they do in Practical Magic, but I do have plenty of houseplants I can care for instead.
Once I was halfway across town, my daughter had a nightmare, and I swear to God, I can hear her cry.
Please, a little witch in all of us.
Dearest Jilly, sometimes I feel there's a hole inside of me, an emptiness that at times seems to burn. I think if you lifted my heart to your ear, you could probably hear the ocean.
I thought it would be a nice thing to have a pen pal, and I've talked about it with a few different people over the years, and it just never really happened. So when I recently talked with a friend of mine, we decided we would actually do it, and so here's me following through.
That finally lifted Maria's curse? I'd like to think so. There's some things, though, I know for certain. Always throw spilled salt over your left shoulder. Keep rosemary by your garden gate. Plant lavender for luck. And fall in love whenever you can.
It's not midnight, but I'm having a Cayman Jack margarita. Don't care, I'm not waiting till midnight. Cheers. Well, friends, I had so much fun taking you along with me for this Practical Magic week. Truly, it was a blast. In fact, I have another video planned inspired by these witches that I plan to create in the next couple of weeks. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, I guess I'll see you soon. Thanks for being here with me. Sincerely, Rose.